Hello everybody, this is Batman here, friend of Brendan Morris's for the last 45 years. Just want to let you know a few little things about him, and the first thing to say to you is he's a dirty tramp. He always was, he always will be. We met back in Gormiston in the early 70s, and from the off we kind of seemed to hit it off fairly well. He had, as a youngster, a penchant for birds, and in particular blackbirds, and that stuck with him right through life. His mother told me that they brought him to the zoo one time, and Bren went missing during their trip to the zoo, and they found him in the penguin quarters of Dublin Zoo and hauled him into the car. He was soaked to his skin. His mother said, "Get into that bath," and she ran the bath for him, and in he went. Hadn't he 3 young penguin chicks stuck in the bath with him? He thought this is what he could do. You go to Dublin Zoo to grab yourself a few things and bring them home. While we were in Gormiston, we used to skip out to play a bit of tennis. We were always playing tennis, us pair. We were always up to some sort of mischief. And on the way, we passed Laytown Bettystown Tennis Club, and it was a better club than what we had in Gormiston. There were lovely grass courts there. So anyway, we started hitting the ball and playing tennis and having a good time. And the next thing, on the court next to us was a guy, an umpire in a chair, and there were two fairly good players. Well, we thought they were fairly good players playing. And the next thing, he starts calling out the score in his Drogheda accent. And he says, "Now, that's 40-30. And one of the players said, I don't think that's 40-30. I said, I think it's 30-40. The pair of us cracked up. We just couldn't play tennis after that. It was such a laugh listening to these guys using their Drogheda accent, which we always had as a bit of fun, always in the background of our youth. We were sitting in my living room one evening, and we were having guests in for dinner. And the next thing, out of the blue, didn't a stone come in through the window? I said, "Oh shit, what's going on here?" Bren says to me, he says, "Let's get out and get after this." Anyway, we hopped into the car, they tore off, but we got the number plate. Afterwards, I recognised the number plate as guys who come out here to play tennis at my place. Now, this was all Brendan Morris's idea. He said, "Right, we're going to have a bit of fun with this." The following day, Brendan rings up this mobile number that I had for the guy who was driving the car, and he said, "Good morning, is that Mr. David Marr?" And David Marr says, "Yes, it is." He says, "This is Thurles Garda station here. We've had a complaint from a said Mr. McNally about an incident that happened at said property last night." Anyway, that went on and on for about 10 minutes. And Bren got all of the information from this guy, where it happened, who he was with, all of the things. And he told me about this afterwards, and I don't think I've ever cracked up so much laughing in my entire life. The holy all of it was, anyway, that afterwards, these guys thought Thurles Guards had rung them, were told to come back out here, make amends, fix the window, give me some compensation, and get the hell out of the place, or they were going to serve a prison term. We had such a laugh afterwards. Many years later, those same guys were out in the house having a drink, and Bren comes in, "I'm from Thurles Garda station." And the shock on their faces, and when they saw that this was all a prank, we were using a prank to solve a prank that they had done. What a great, clever way to do things. Anyway, Brian, this is just to wish you a really happy birthday. Have a good time. You know, we know we're all approaching retirement age now. Tennis isn't as good as it used to be, but it's still nonetheless there, and we still do it. So enjoy your party. I'll be there, of course. You won't know that until you see this. But have a great time, and it's always great being your pal. And we go back an awful long way, but it's always been great. But you've always been one big dirty tramp. Tatty bye.
Hi Brendan, just like to wish you a happy 60th birthday. I'm sure you recognise this house behind me here, your old house in Highfield Park, where I met you all them many years ago in the early 70s. I remember we used to climb the back wall there to play football. And then friendships went out the window then. We kicked lumps out of each other, but after that it was okay. Anyway, it was great to meet you down in Wexford. I know it was all too brief. I'd love if we're ever up in Carrickmacross, or you're ever down here, Siobhan, myself, to meet you and Joe for an old chinwag. Anyway, happy birthday. Hope you have a great night with all your family and friends. Good luck. All the best.
This is a message for Brendan, all the way from Australia, to say happy birthday. I first met you, Bren, in the late 1970s when my best friend was suddenly spending more time in Selbridge playing tennis and then it transpired I had to share her with this curly-headed young fella. We did some social things, and Mick was obviously involved at times, and we remember fondly that you visited us in Perth in 1995 and you've been to Florian Beach.
Take 10. Hi Brendan, greetings also from windswept Florian Beach. Beautiful day here today, 34 degrees. Just finished our patrol. Hope you have a very happy birthday. Sorry we can't be there and celebrate it with you, but we're going home in June, Brendan, so we'll have a few pints again to celebrate it then. A bit about Selbridge. I only met you the day you got married. I used to always hear about this mystery man in Selbridge, and Joey used to get that bus out there. I think it was 27 or 28, and we finally got to meet you on the day of your wedding. And of course the highlight for us was when you came to see us here in Perth some years ago with your 3 gorgeous daughters, and they've all grown up now and become lovely people. Have a happy birthday, Bren. Joey did a really good job looking after him. Take care.
Happy birthday, welcome to the swinging 60s, and blessed are the pacemakers. Bye now.
And also, welcome to the club. Yes!
Hey Brendan, we're sending this message to you from Belleville, Ontario, Canada.
We first met at Ericsson Gold Mine in northern BC in around 1984, I think. Apparently, Steve Wishke had hired you before he'd read your full resume, and as a result, he had to quit before he got fired. And I guess that left you and Joe with no place to live when he finally got there.
Well, a couple of years later, we crossed paths again at Mount Skookum in the Yukon. And then by 1988, we had all moved to Kirkland Lake in northern Ontario, and we spent about 4 years together there. Brendan, what I remember most about you is your mischievous sense of humor and jokes that were always delivered with a twinkle of the eye and a laugh. We did lose touch for about 22 years, but when Ali moved to Canada in 2014, we reconnected. You visited us here, and then we went and visited you guys in Ireland. And that's when you presented us with this invoice from the Dunminen Bed and Breakfast in Carrickmacross. This kind of related to an old family story that Brendan had remembered. And I'd have to say that the rates were a bit steep, but the service was excellent. This invoice is now a family treasure, and it illustrates how we always can count on you for a good laugh.
Happy 60th birthday,
Brendan. How did we get that out the first time? What set me off here is that you... I just...
What?
Let's say it together.
I hope they're doing a blooper reel.
Are you taping that? You're gonna send it?
Happy 60th birthday, Bren. Wishing you a fantastic birthday. Sorry we can't be there, but sending our love all the way from Australia. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Hello, Bren. It's Pete from beautiful British Columbia, doing some steelhead fishing on the Vedder River here. Just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. I remember the first time we met you in the gym in Tungsten. You told me about the running club, and then you talked me into a marathon, which nearly killed me. Anyway, you can see that I've given up my running shoes for a fishing pole. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Have a great day. Getting ready to retire in Thailand here soon, bud, so we're coming to visit you. Anyway, cheers. Take care.
His birthday message, take 3. Hi, Brendan. This is Rick and Deb sending you a birthday message from sunny and warm Yuma, Arizona.
We are avoiding the winter back in Canada. We will never forget the 80s and 90s working and raising our families together in Tungsten NWT and also Kirkland Lake, Ontario.
And all that running, including that Montreal Marathon. I remember all the squash games we played, but now we're at our age, we've moved on to pickleball. And if it's played in Ireland, you need to take it up and save your knees.
Still hoping to make the trip to Scotland someday, but first we need to see if the snowbird lifestyle is going to continue. Then we can make those plans.
Hope you have a happy 60th birthday, and of course many more. We promise to get together in the next few years. We have to go now. It's happy hour in the RV park.
Again.
Cheers.
Cheers, Bren.
Hello, Mr. Morris. This is Uman from Cochin. How are you? I have found out that today you are celebrating your 60th birthday. And I was thinking that I have to be in Ireland to be with you to celebrate this happy moment with you. However, in my memory, something is come up suddenly to tell you that when we were in Bombay, one day we were coming out of the Taj Palace Hotel, a young girl approached you for begging for help. And you try to give her some dollars, but she says, "Sir, I don't need your money. Please give me a packet of milk for my baby sister at home." Okay, then she lead us to a shop. We purchase milk powder and give to her. Then we went away. And end of the day, we find out that she is coming back again to that shop and trade in her milk packet for money. And this was a daily routine going on like that. So I hope that you remember that incident, that little girl tricked you in Bombay, in India. And other thing, Mr. Morris, what I want to say, our experience, our visit in Delhi, in Kerala in Taj residence and Bolgatti Palace and Coconut Lagoon and all this backwater riding and things like that. Anyway, at this moment, I want to take this opportunity to wish you more and stay as young man, as always, and be happy, good health and cheers. And God bless you.